Do you always feel like whenever it's your time to speak, people around you just shift their body language away from you and their eye contacts start jittering around the room? Well, don't worry, because just 5 years ago I was in the exactly same position as you are in right now. But thankfully I've managed to solve this problem for myself and also for the client I'm working with right now. That means I will give you a step-by-step plan how you can solve this problem for you also. My name is Martin. I've been studying charisma for 3 years straight. These are my friends. Was that enough to break the ice? This is my friends for 12 years. This is me right here. This is my emotional intelligence test. And this is the client I'm helping right now. Hopefully that was enough. Let's move to the story. One day I was in the kebab store and I wanted to take a kebab from this one lady, but she was really toxic. She always looked at me weirdly like this. She felt disgusted whenever I went into the store. And one day my friend came up to me and I asked the friend, by the way, who is this lady and why is she always disgusted and always negative? And he said to me, Martin, I don't know if you know this, but her husband literally divorced her and took her children away from her. And this is how you can understand that whenever it's your time to speak and people shift their body language away from you, it is most of the time not your fault. And the reason for that is because literally not everyone is having a great day. Most people, when you come across them, they have internal depression, they have no friends, no relationship, family problems, and their boss hates them in their work. And then you are expecting them to feel good when you are speaking. That is just honestly not possible. And the best solution how to solve this problem is to think. If someone is negative towards you, if someone is not paying attention to you, if they are shifting their body language away from you, that means they are probably having a really bad day. And the way how to fix this is to genuinely just focus on people who give you naturally good and positive energy. That means if you see some friend of yours and they're always positive, they always listen to you, they always give you compliments, they always smile, they laugh with you, that's the friend that you want to invest in. And to these people who have negative, bad energy, putting their body language away from you, jittering their eye contact, not paying attention whatsoever, you want to cut these people out immediately. One day I was also in my classroom and I realized, wait, why are my social skills not that good today? When I started speaking to other people, I genuinely didn't care about them. And I was constantly thinking in my mind, wait, am I even charismatic? And that's when I realized a solution to this problem. If people are not listening to you, it is a lot of times not actually your fault, but because they are just boring people. Live a life worth for other people to join. Nobody likes boring people. Reason why you are not interested in others is because they are boring themselves. If I come up to someone and the guy is a successful businessman, very charismatic, very charming dude. They also have a big biceps, good physique. You'd be like, this person is interesting. They have something going on in their lives. They have an amazing family. They have a good business, they are charismatic, and they also have a good physique. Whoa, I want to be next to this guy. But most people, they just scroll the entire day. And they watch porn, and they do bad habits. And then they are wondering why nobody cares about them. And it's because they are not worth of respect. That also means that if you are doing bad habits, that means people will naturally pick up on these things. And they will genuinely not be interested when you will be speaking because you will not be respected enough. And that's the most important thing. Work on yourself. That's the solution to this problem. Work on yourself to achieve a character that other people would find interesting to join. It might be whatever. It might be you starting good habits or just quitting the bad ones. Whenever I'm in the gym and I told some random person, oh, I don't scroll on Instagram, they're immediately shocked. Like, what? You don't scroll on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts? And they're immediately mind-boggled that how is this guy even real? And you need to be able to have these personality quirks that will make your character come to life. And the next one that you need to also understand is that you genuinely care about what other people think of you. Unpopular advice. We all want to learn that, oh, I don't care what anyone else says about me. But let's be honest, we all care how we are perceived by other people. If we didn't care whatsoever, we'll be going naked on the street. And also, we would be speaking to our friends also as to our mom. Do you speak to your mom as if you were speaking to your friends? No. That's why if you are speaking to your mom, you use a little bit of a different language, and this is called emotional adaptability. We don't need to look at this as constantly being ourselves, but we need to look at this as being able to perform a certain emotion in a different situation. When a social situation arises and someone doesn't know what to do in that situation, that usually means they don't have a good emotional adaptability and they don't know how to plan in social situations. When I have arguments with my girlfriend, which there are not many of, I can just go and honestly communicate my thoughts properly, with empathy, with emotion. But if I get into a very wholesome and laughing conversation, of course I need to change my emotion. I'm not gonna be as serious, but more like I'm gonna be funny. And that's what you need to accept. That's the solution to this problem. You need to accept that you genuinely care about what other people think about you. You just need to chill. And you tell yourself, yes, I care what other people think of me because I am actually a human being and not a robot. Yes, I care what other people think about me and I'm gonna try my absolute best. If I try my absolute best and they will not return the favor, that's on them. That's when I don't have to care about their opinion, because I know I tried the best. That also leads me to the final point. If you want to improve your charisma and your social skills and you want to be the most charismatic person of yourself, then you should click the first link in the description. I have to honestly tell you, this is an absolute steal what I'm teaching you right now. This is an absolute steal that you're not gonna find anywhere else on the internet. Charisma on Command, not gonna cover this because he's way too mainstream, but because I am way too smaller than him, I can go into much niche topics and tell you about the most specific details when it comes to charisma. And this is definitely the best program on charisma that you will ever find on the entire internet. Just click the link in the description and I can guarantee you, you will not regret it. And if you want to know how to become more charismatic than 99% of people in this entire world, then you should click this video right here. Live a happy life.